Greetings, Black Nomads. Welcome back. Today, we're going to dive into a lesson dealing with one of the most powerful weapons against what we deal with every day, and that is spiritual warfare. Yeah, you have your day to day battles, but if you really look at it for what it is, peel back the layers, it's spiritual. You're at war with yourself. So, alongside patience, which I've covered pretty heavily, I'd like to dive into the next thing, and that is charity, also known as love. Now, before we begin, of course, I love to dive into the scripture to always remind us that with all the knowledge that we gain, all the wisdom that we gain, and all the understanding that is gained, there is just one thing that we need to do as men and women walking this earth. So, with that, of course, I'm going to get right into Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. And it says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." Plain and simple. I always start us off that way because, you know, at any time, it may seem like there is just more that we need to do in order to please God. But no, it's really this simple. Fear him and keep his commandments, right? Now, I'm going to dive into one of the first few scriptures that helped me to understand that this weapon, also known as charity, is a beautiful thing. But before I do that, I want to first talk about the spirits that we usually deal with, in which this weapon is very helpful. I call them the evil spirits. You can call them whatever you would like, to be honest. Those spirits are vainglory, just pride, covetousness or greed, right? Inordinate or illicit sexual desire. So, homosexuality, bisexuality, all these different sexualities out here. No disrespect to them. It's just this is my walk as a black nomad and a walk for those who desire to be a black nomad to serve and worship God. Envy, gluttony, wrath, and slothfulness. Now, to get deeper into it, I want to go to Proverbs chapter 6, and I'm just going to read verses 16 through 24. And verse 16 says, "These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren." That one we deal with pretty regularly. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but in my time and age, that's what I deal with a lot. People who just want to, go and run a rumor about you, even though they may not know the facts, right? Verse 20, "My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman." Now, this isn't speaking just of a physical woman. This is speaking on those evil spirits that can come in if you don't keep the Lord's commandments, right? They make it easy for things to come in, like, wanting to lie, wanting to be prideful, right? These are like another woman marrying into another god, is, another way to put it, worshiping another god. So next, I want to go into the last scripture I'm going to do for the night. This one was a bit short and sweet, but not all the videos are going to be all that lengthy. I just want to really get this one on the table for those who don't know. That way, if your way seems cloudy, this can help to clear things up. And again, everything that I give you, all knowledge, all the wisdom, and all the understanding came out of His Word, right? None of it is my understanding, none of it is my knowledge. I may put my opinion in with it, but at the end of the day, my foundation is gonna be solid. It's gotta be God. So, with that, I'm gonna end this with 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 9. Verse 1 says, "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal." Right? That one's clear as day. You can speak with the best knowledge, the best understanding, and the best wisdom. But if you come with such a wrathful spirit, like, you are the best and you're above people, nobody's going to listen, right? Because it seems like, okay, he or she may give good knowledge or good anything now, but usually they're not the best person to be around. They're not very nice. They don't seem friendly, right? Verse 2, "And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing." Powerful. Verse 3, "And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing." Right? Though you may give everything you got to someone else, those who are less fortunate, whatever the case may be, if you don't do it with love, right? If you lack charity while you do it, it's not going to be worth anything. Your name is not going to be worth anything. Verse 4, "Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away." And that's speaking, of course, in the end times, right? In the end times, there's not going to be a need for prophecy. Prophecy is good for us now, but in a while, at the Lord's appointed time, prophecy will not be, it won't need to be, right? Charity, however, is going to be. God is of love. God is charity, right? So that's what this is speaking on. Anything on this earth is not going to last, but charity will. So it's one of the things that you want to begin to adopt, one of the weapons you want to begin to sharpen. Because in this evil spiritual world, charity is the best defense and the best offense. So with that, I hope you guys have a good one. Talk to you later.